Wrestling Advocates job tip of the day: wear pants.
Oh man, that's appearance definitely key. Now I know everybody's been getting a bunch of bad advice on this right now about live your best life and do your whole culture thing, but forget all of that. Appearance matters. You're going to your first interview, you need to have slacks. Showing up at an interview in jeans is ridiculous no matter what anyone tells you. Slacks, a three-piece suit if you can, pinstripes my favorite, a nice haircut. Um let's not show up in dreads, even though culturally you might feel it's appropriate. It just makes no sense. You're being judged whether you like it or not the minute you walk through. And as Alfred just said, even if it's a virtual interview, have pants on.
So the dread thing, I mean, you got to work with what you got, right? Because you might be forced to wear the dreads. It takes a while to get rid of those things, you know? But for the rest of it, all you really need at a basic level, as long as you're not going for like a CEO job or something like that, you can get away with slacks, a belt, tucked in shirt, and some sort of shoe that looks business casual and above. And for your shirt, it's a button down, long sleeve shirt. You can do short sleeves if you live in a hot area. And just for appearances, you can have a little manila envelope with just some blank pieces of paper in there just to pretend like it's your resume. But it's very important to maintain your appearance. And when you're interviewing remotely, which is becoming more common these days, make sure that the background of the camera image that your interviewer will see does not resemble your average cam girl's background. You're not going to want to have dirty clothes all over the bed and floor. You're not going to want to have cosmetics thrown around all over the place. You're not going to want to have random animals jumping all over the bed and the floor. So get all that stuff out of there. If it's a bedroom, make the bed, make it look like an HGTV room for 5 minutes while you do your interview. If you have any questionable posters up in the background, you can flip them over or put something else there temporarily. Just use some of that gum that they sell you at any of those office stores, where you can take little pieces of it, put it on the four corners, and stick it on the wall, and then completely destroy the paint of your wall after 5 minutes when you go to take it off. But that's okay. It's okay because you can afford to repaint because you got the job of your dreams.
Oh, I agree with pretty much everything you just said there, but I'll go a little bit further. If you're gonna interview for a remote job, for example, forget cleaning the bed. Even though you're going to be judged on that, you need to show that you have a space that you're capable of working with. So take that desk, flip it around so it's just you and the wall. They shouldn't see your bed at all. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And just because you think it's not even a naughty photo or anything like that, it's just as bad if you have those little Pokemon photos up on the wall. It's like, oh God, another gamer that when I hire, he'll be playing video games at work. So take that off too. One of the best things you can do is get a bookshelf, even if you've never read any of the books. Just get a bookshelf, put it behind you when you're interviewing, put some little books. I'd prefer you read the books, but if not, just do some C sharp, C++, some programming books where they can ask you, oh, did you read those books? And you can say, yeah, I dabble a bit. I did a little bit of scripting, HTML, some CSS. I know my way around the internet. I love tech stuff. So do something of that nature. This whole idea of not wanting to grow up, you were supposed to read that in Peter Pan. You were supposed to say, this is a stupid book. Everyone needs to grow up. You were to throw it out. No t-shirts, no jeans, no long hair tied in a man bun. I don't care what anyone tells you. It's not cool. And worse, the best advice also, get in shape. It blows or be less fat. It blows my mind that men will put so much into getting a girl at the bar, and they won't put half of that into getting a job. And if I ask you which one will destroy your life quicker, guess.
So I prefer to go deeper than further. And if your job interview is for cam girl or adult film star, then by all means have the bed in the background, but keep it nice and tidy. So just tailor everything towards the job that you're looking for. And while you're putting the books in the background, make sure that you don't have something along the lines of how to lie with statistics,